The release of Minecraft 1.18 is really exciting. However, all of that new land generation is going to mean that all of the seed numbers will change. What you know in Minecraft 1.17 and below will not be the same when you open up a Minecraft 1.18 world. So I'm going to bring you some great seeds that you can use in Minecraft 1.18 survival. Don't you go anywhere. Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of my top 3 Minecraft 1.18 seeds mini-series. In each of these episodes I will show you 3 great seeds in Minecraft 1.18 that will be fantastic starting spots for your new Minecraft survival worlds. In the comments let me know what you think of these seeds and which is your favourite. Maybe you have an even better one. If you enjoy this type of video then do let me know by smacking that like button. It costs you absolutely nothing but really helps out the channel, and also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of these future seed videos. All of the seed numbers are in the description below so you can cut and paste them straight into your game. Let's crack on and have a look at the first one. If you're not sure how to get a seed specific world in your game, come to your new world screen, click more world options, and in this box you need to paste the seed number that you want. Then click done, give the world whatever name you want. I'm going to give it the seed so I can recognize it, and then hit create new world. That will take you straight in. And if you use this seed, you're going to come out on the edge of this savannah with a cave behind you and a village there right at spawn. Now there are a few things that attracted me to this specific seed. The first is the massively open layout. Look at all this beautiful open land. This is a great building spawn to start. You've got some beautiful mountains here, only Savannah mountains, not the big old mountains, and you've got some holes which I'm going to show you in just a moment. So you've got one village there and another village there and a jungle over in the background. There's lots of options available to you. Now if you come just across the river from that spawn in village, you have got incredible access to the underground. You can even come down that waterfall straight in so you don't have to hurt yourself. Look at this absolutely beautiful dripstone cave. It extends massively in so many different directions. It's all over the place. It's huge. A massive underground lake as well. But it's not just that, because the underground lake then feeds into more underground, some deeper underground areas, and you can keep coming down and down right in below this deep slate area to even more caveage. And as a result of that, you're going to be able to get yourself these deep resources really, really fast. And if you didn't like that hole in the ground, maybe come to the other village, because there is another really gorgeous one I'm going to show you now. Again, similarly, easy access with this waterfall that goes down and down. Right in here, you've got all sorts of areas that you can be exploring with different types of biome. And you might have spied it earlier, but what this hole also gives you right at the entrance here is the entrance to a mine shaft that is open and ready for you to explore. If you come along this side, you can see it a little more clearly. You've got some of this great suspension with chains, but by the way, you can also dig those chains out. They're great for building. An open chest that you can start to get treasures in. This is a really nice, easy way to open up your account in Minecraft and make sure that you've got all the kind of resources that you might need. And if you come down to -40 at -128 on the X and 225 on the Y, right under where you spawn in, you've got a skeleton spawner. And everybody knows that they are my favourite. It's also scattered with loads of geodes. You're never going to go short of amethyst in this place. They're all over the place. If you'd rather a zombie spawner, -78, -82 on the X and the Z at level -24. There you go. Or maybe you prefer one close to the surface. -20, -76 on the X and the Z. 64. Level 64, people. That's officially above ground. And if you come a little way north to this jungle, you'll find yourself a broken portal there, right by this beautiful winding river that separates it out from that plainsy mountain biome. And there's also just here a jungle temple for you to come and get more treasure. Coming east, you'll find another broken portal in amongst the birch trees, a dark oak forest, and more jungle, including this time bamboo jungle. Not very far to the east at all, just a few hundred blocks. And if you come in south, there is yet another jungle. This one is a bit of a baby jungle, but it's really, really close. That's why I think this should be called the Tarzan seed. We've got a little bit of plain to the right of us. We've got some more kind of lower mountains to the left of us with more birch. But how much jungle do you need? So if you want to avoid the jungle, head out west to one of the best plains building areas I think I've seen in a very, very long time. Huge flat areas, just a little bit of rolling hill, which is absolutely beautiful. We've got some lovely water feature that you could definitely do something with, and still plenty of access to the underground through a number of little sinkholes that you could choose to either block up or actually do something with. These rolling hills at the back, wood plentiful on the left hand side, even more water behind that as well, and yes, a village, so you could supply your build with villagers by stealing them from here. Not that I would ever encourage anybody to do kidnapping, obviously. Doing a quick proximity check, we can see that the nearest desert pyramid is actually a really long way away, 8,500 blocks. I've never known a desert pyramid to be that far away from spawn. The nearest mansion, however, is only 7,500 blocks away, which is really close, so that's a fair trade-off. The nearest ocean monument is less than 1,000 blocks away. Nearest pillager outpost is less than 1,500 blocks away, and the nearest stronghold is just a little over 1,000 blocks away. Everything really close to spawn. And coming through to the nether from the spawn area is also pretty decent, because if I show you what's in front of me, literally you have got yourself a fortress right there. Could this be one of the better speed running seeds for Minecraft 1.18? Well, let's see what else is close in the nether. Doing a proximity on this one, you can see that there is a crimson forest less than 100 blocks away. There's a warped forest about 600 blocks away. Soul Sand Valley is less than 300 blocks away. Basalt Delta is about 250 blocks away. And yes, the Bastion Remnant is less than 300 blocks away. I do reckon this could be a speedrunner. What a great seed. You've got everything you need for building. You've got everything you need for mining and tunneling. And it's also potentially a really good speedrun seed. Plus you've got snowy slopes less than 2,000 blocks from spawn. Let's go and take a look at seed 2. And your spawn for seed 2 looks like it's up a tree, right on the edge of this absolutely stunning frozen lake. As far as you can see in that direction, as far as you can see in that direction, and as far as you can see it that direction is absolutely beautiful. There are no villages right on top of spawn, but I really love this area. What a fantastic colour palette to play with. And we've got holes in the middle of this tundra that take us down into the deepest cave systems. You can see this goes straight down, plunges straight down. We're already at deep slate level as we go through this dripstone cave biome. What I like about this area underneath spawn is really simple. You've got plenty of geodes. You've got lots of caves that you can explore. You have got mine shafts readily accessible, more than one. You've got spawners, which we'll look at in a sec, but you've also got this huge black area. So if you want to be doing something that requires you digging out a hole and you don't want to hit any caves, look at this huge area here. There are going to be so many ores hidden in this bit. You'll find yourself a skeleton spawner at -314, -27, -605. A cave spider spawner guarding some diamonds at -366, -42, -652. And a normal spider spawner at -341, -26, -702. Heading out north from spawn, these tundras and snowy taiga biomes carry on for quite some time, but these frozen rivers, again, completely frozen, winding through them look absolutely beautiful. But eventually you can see here on the left, as might be no surprise to you, you are going to hit your ice spike biome. Heading east from spawn, we've got an interesting set of floating islands there. You could do something with those, or you could do the right and just thing and knock them clean out of the sky. What you've also got is this gorgeous frozen oceans, these snow-capped icebergs, giving the whole feel a very Arctic experience. This is a very, very cold seed so far. It doesn't get any warmer as we go south either. An igloo right there passing underneath us. The opportunity to cure a zombie villager waiting for you underneath. This lake is just stunning. Look at all of that ice, that blue against the white. It's absolutely beautiful. We have got our first village that we've seen here on the right hand side. It's a tundra village, but still opportunities to pillage there until the ice eventually relents into some green. The first green we've really seen since we even started in the world. We have got a lovely open plains on the right hand side, plenty of wood to keep us going, and the wood turns into a taiga biome as well, and what looks like a giant taiga as we get up to the top of the hill. And hiding underneath the giant taiga biome, we have got this really lovely looking lush cave area. Come and get your glowberries. The water will take you straight down. Plenty of moss until you go into the deep deep areas of the earth. West heads us out through hills, and there's this really interesting looking little cave feature here that you could totally do something with. That goes down into the earth, but this kind of goes up and over and then under again. That could be fun to do something with. And further west is even more ice and snow, which looks like it ends in another ice spike biome right here at the edge of this really nice looking mountain range. Again, not the tall mountains, but you could really build something like that. Look how beautiful the crags and the dips are there, with a village right on the top of it. Using /locate, I found out that the nearest desert pyramid is nearly 4,500 blocks away. The nearest jungle pyramid is less than 2,500 blocks away. The nearest mansion is only 5,000 blocks away. It's really close. The nearest monument is just over 2,000 blocks away. The nearest pillager outpost is about the same. The nearest stronghold is only 1,500 blocks away. The nearest witch hut is only 2,000 blocks away. And if you look, we have got the biggest mountains in the game less than 3,000 blocks away from spawn. Your nether spawn is a little bit trepidous. You've got lots of holes with lava at the bottom. Do be careful. However, just like the first seed, you are spawning in almost right on top of a fortress. We have got a basalt delta less than 100 blocks away from us, a crimson forest just over 200 blocks, a warped forest less than 100 blocks, really just around the corner. Soul Sand Valley is only 200 blocks away, and the Bastion Remnant is just a very short 300 blocks from where you spawn in. This is an absolutely cracking seed. You could do a beautiful themed build with all of this frozen wasteland, all of this ice. It could look absolutely amazing. You could even pretend to be Elsa out of Frozen. Let's take a look at our third and final seed for this video. Seed 3 is very different. We've spawned into a desert. We've got a really lovely inland lake. Well, I say inland, it's about 15 blocks inland, but it's still inland, and we have got a village there in the distance, very, very close to where we spawn. We've got coral reef in the warm ocean there, coral reef in the warm ocean there, and coming around we have got this sweeping mesa biome. Look at that, isn't it fantastic? You could do such a great build of the mesa, but having a mesa right next to spawn is a real bonus. You'll also notice you can see a number of cobwebs right up by the surface. That's because we've got spawners right there. And because of the light levels, they are not going to be spawning anything, which means it's an easy farm to make. Anybody fancy loads of string? With it being a desert, holes in the ground are harder to come by, but we have got this ruined portal here guarding this big old ravine that opens up into the depths. Watch out, there's overhanging sand and all kinds of bad stuff waiting to send you falling to your death, and it really is a big fall. Look how far we're going down. It is down, 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 right to the very, very deepest areas of the earth. But we've got some absolutely beautiful landscapes under here as well. You could do an underground base. It would look fantastic. As we head north out of spawn, those eroded badlands, off to the left-hand side of us, there's more holes in the ground, a broken portal just towards the top of this Badlands mountain with an amazing corridor. Look at that! We've got a hole right next to it, but this big old dent in the middle of that. Come and do a base. That could be like some rocket mountain base thing with a lid. That'd be cool. Just show me what you've done. Send it to me on a tweet. I'd love to see what you do with that. We've got a winding river separating out the desert from these badlands as well, and that looks fab. Then we've got forest on the left, we've got some savanna at the top coming into those mesa biomes, and more of this kind of tropical coral reef on the right hand side. This is a really, really nice direction to come in the north. A little bit further north, we've got this interesting stripe of calcite here along these mountains, right next to this jungle biome. Another village over to the left hand side, a little kind of jungle cove. You could build something really gorgeous with that. I've got ideas for that already. Bamboo jungle as well. As we head east across this beautiful mesa, merging in with the desert, you can see how the desert biome merging with the mesa there now. It's lovely in Minecraft 1.18. We've got the warm ocean bordering in onto the desert, because that makes sense, doesn't it? Desert and warm ocean, that's the way it should be. And we've got some fantastic water features separating these two biomes as well. I'd love to come and just make something really interesting out of it. We've got a desert village right at the edge of the mesa there, right on the edge, with this really super flat, very, very shallow water feature as well. We've got what looks like an open mine shaft just on the edge of it. Maybe another building opportunity. So many building opportunities. And just a little bit further, we've got a micro jungle. Again, it is merged beautifully into that other forest biome. I love the way they've done that. That backs out now onto the back. We've got here a bit more of a plains biome. Looks like the jungle biome continues on just a little bit more at the edge of that Badlands. Come and explore to the east. And we have got a broken portal and a jungle pyramid just waiting to give you its treasures at 2,110, 750. And as we fly out south, this lake actually goes really deep into the ground before we hit this village that does have a blacksmith. You know how much I love a blacksmith. And then we hit this beautiful warm ocean with all of that coral reef just waiting for you to come and steal everything from it. We've got a shipwreck to the left, a shipwreck to the right. We have got another village across to the left-hand side before we enter into this shattered savannah. Now, I love me a shattered savannah. That shape is absolutely gorgeous. Come and do something with that in Minecraft 1.18 survival. I dare you. And then it turns into a swamp. And we know that in a swamp, that is a really easy way to be able to get lots and lots of diamonds with a plains area right behind it. As we head out west from spawn, we've got a shipwreck and a broken portal right underneath the waves there waiting for you. We've got Savannah Islands to the left-hand side. We have got Savannah and what looks like a little bit more shattered Savannah on the right-hand side as well. Another shipwreck coming up on the left. There is definitely buried treasure really, really close to spawn waiting for you. And then we've got this river inlet that goes inland that you could follow along if you were in a boat. And if you are a fan of Savannah villages, like the one we took over in the second season of Legacy, that is waiting for you in this direction. And at about minus 2,000, 1,000, we have got this really beautiful mountain sticking out right at the middle of the plains. It's great with the peaks hitting nearly 200 on the y-axis. You've got some other snowy slopes either side of it, but this just kind of erupts from the center. This would be an amazing build. Doing a quick proximity test, we can see that the nearest desert pyramid is just over 2,000 blocks away. Similarly, the nearest igloo is not much further. The mansion is, again, just 6,000 blocks away. That's so close. The monument is 2,000 blocks away. Nearest pillager outpost is just short of 3,000 blocks. Stronghold is just under 2,000 blocks away, and the nearest witch hut is about 1,500 blocks away. Possibly not as good for a speed run, this one, but what an amazing seed to do building on. Your nether spawn appears to be in a basalt delta if you build your portal exactly where you spawn in. So you're going to have to do a little bit of digging to find out what's close. Or alternatively, you could just watch this bit. The Crimson Forest is just under 200 blocks away from where we are. The Soul Sand Valley is right next to us, 46 blocks away. The Warped Forest is 384 blocks. Nether Wastes are about 130 blocks away. The Bastion Remnant is less than 300 blocks away from us. The Fortress, it reckons, is 900 blocks away. But we all know Minecraft can lie when it comes to the location of a fortress. This seed is literally the polar opposite of Seed 2, pun intended. That was cold, this is hot, but I still really like it. If you want some kind of Lawrence of Arabia, gorgeous desert style build, or maybe a Wild West town using that mesa behind you, that is exactly what you're going to get with this seed. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of my top Minecraft 1.18 seed series. Let me know what the best seed you found is in the comments below, and maybe I can whop it into a future video. But remember, if you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them, and I will keep on making. Also, if you're not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.